are super excited. We have rape victim advocates here today. We have the Illinois Safe Schools Alliance and then ICAH, the Illinois Caucus for Adolescent Health. We've kind of joined forces to think about these three protected groups of Title IX and said, let's bring some awareness around what it means, because a lot of folks don't know that this law exists, or if they do, they don't know what it entails. Title IX is a federal civil rights law that prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex. So schools that receive federal funding are required to comply with Title IX.
My name is Valentina Turner. I did not know anything about Title IX. I didn't know that it holstered any of those rights at all. Well, knowing about organizations like ICAH is really good because resources are so important. It was great to have a space where I'm understood, where I can get resources that I need and that's not too far away.
There are three protected groups under Title IX, so pregnant and parenting youth, LGBTQIA youth, and survivors of sexual violence and harassment, meaning that young people who become pregnant or are parenting should be able to stay in their school to finish their education. And this is the same for LGBTQIA students and survivors of sexual violence. We're really here to say that these things should not be barriers to obtaining your education, and let's fight to make sure that Title IX is being upheld in public schools. So part of our strategy is to also center storytelling and what is actually happening, and not adults saying this is the thing that's happening. So you'll hear a lot of stories tonight from young people who have experienced discrimination in their school.
I also go by JC. I use they, them pronouns. As a person who comes from a household that is not necessarily supporting, there's just one set idea of what a biological girl has to be and what they're supposed to be. And if you diverge from that, then you are not welcome. The same thing goes for if you were born a boy, right? Coming from that space, I didn't have any support with my transition, with my name change, with anything. At my school, no adult will take you seriously unless you have an adult accomplice. So knowing what rights you're legally entitled to, especially in a school setting, gives young people leverage whether or not they have an adult ally.
So all of our programming is in youth-adult partnership, but we center young people's voices in anything that we do. Anytime we do training, we're bringing in youth stories, because that's the central part of this law for us, is young people's experiences. We will have 3 different stations set up where you'll be able to interact with each of these protected groups of Title IX, and then some action pieces in each of the stations. So there will definitely be some games that happen. There'll be some interactive activities. You'll get to move around and chat with the adults, of course, in the room, but more importantly, the young people who have been doing an amazing job putting this together. And so it's been beautiful to see how this has grown over the years and has always remained central to ICAH's mission, because we've always worked with pregnant and parenting youth.
Our mission is to assist survivors in their healing